Hello my dear class 8 children. Today we are going to continue with our chapter light energy. So last week we learned about refraction of light, that is bending of the path of light as it travels from one transparent media to the next transparent media at the point of separation or at the line of separation between two media. Now why do light rays bend? We already mentioned that light rays bend because of this different speed of light in different media, right? Because light does not travel with the same speed in all media. Now light rays bend to satisfy also the principle of least time. Light always obey the principle of least time. What is that? It states that out of all possible paths that light can take to go from one point to another, it takes the path that requires that shortest time. Alright, so light, in order to reach from one point to another point, will always take that path which requires the shortest time. This is known as the principle of least time. This is also a reason for which light rays bend. When light has to travel from one medium to another medium obliquely, that is in a bent manner, from air to water or from air to glass, it has to take a path which requires the shortest distance. Since the speed of light is different in different mediums, it chooses a path where it travels a greater distance in the medium in which it has a greater speed and less in a medium in which it has a lesser speed. Now we will learn some common examples of refraction. See, point number 1. A fruit appears to be bigger in size when it is dropped in water. When you see it through water, then it will appear to be bigger in size. Look at the grapes. The grapes are normally of this size, but when it is dropped in water, same grape appears to be bigger in size. This is due to refraction. See how printed text appears to be raised when seen through a drop of water. This is also due to refraction. A swimming pool appears to be shallower than its actual depth. If a person is standing inside the swimming pool, the part of his or her body which is immersed inside the swimming pool will appear to be smaller than the actual size. As you can see here, the baby inside the swimming pool, the part of the baby which is inside the swimming pool is looking very small. That is also due to refraction of light. In a clear night sky, you have seen stars to twinkle at night. That is also due to refraction of light. The light from the stars are passing through different layers of atmosphere and then coming to the earth. As it is coming through different layers of atmosphere, it suffers refraction at each layer and it bends, as a result of which our eyes cannot see this bent path of light. And also due to the air above us, the disturbance of air, this bent path of light ray appears to come from little bit different from that of the original star. So that is why the stars seem to twinkle at night. This is also an important point. You can see the sun a few minutes before it actually rises above the horizon in the morning. This happens because the rays of light passing through different layers of the atmosphere undergo refraction and bend. Hence, the viewer sees the sun at a higher position than it actually is. Same with the sunset. The sun sets before, but still after the setting of the sun, we can still see that the sky at the west is oranges in color. Now we are going to learn the terms related to refraction. This is very important. You have to draw this in your classwork copy. Consider a single ray of light traveling from one medium to another. For example, from air to glass. So let us look at the important terms related to that. See, AO is the ray of light that is traveling in air. From air, it is coming to glass. The ray of light in the first medium, which one is the first medium here? Here the first medium is air. Alright. The ray of light in the first medium is called the incident ray. Alright, which strikes the surface of separation between two medium. The surface of separation is EF. See, it is separating the two medium, air and glass. AO is that ray of light which strikes this medium. So AO is the incident ray. The ray of light in the first medium is called the incident ray. Next, the ray of light after changing the direction in the second medium is called the refracted ray. So after the refraction takes place, the ray of light which has now changed its direction is called the refracted ray. You can see OB. OB is the refracted ray. It has changed its original path of light, that is AO. As you knew that light used to travel in straight path, but because of refraction now light has bent. So this is the reason from AO it has changed to OB. Alright. So OB is the refracted ray. The ray of light after changing its direction in the second medium after refraction is called the refracted ray. Next we come to the point where the incident ray touches the boundary between the two mediums is called the point of incidence. Here O is the point of incidence, that point at which the incident ray strikes the boundary of separation between two medium. Alright, so that point at which AO is meeting EF, that is O, it is known as the point of incidence. Next, a perpendicular drawn to the air glass interface. Perpendicular means 90 degree. The perpendicular line which is drawn to the air glass interface. Air glass interface means the surface of separation, that is EF. So which is the perpendicular line? You can see GH is the perpendicular line. It is a 90 degree line which is drawn at the point of incidence, and it is having an angle of 90 degree with EF. Alright. A perpendicular drawn to the air glass interface at the point of incidence is called the normal. Next, the angle between the incident ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. So which one is the angle of incidence? Angle AOG, this angle. Okay, the angle between the incident ray and the normal is called the angle of incidence. Next, the angle between the refracted ray and the normal is called the angle of refraction. See, which one is the angle of refraction? BOH. Okay, this is the angle of refraction. So you will have to draw this in your classwork copy. So I hope you have understood, children. We will continue with the rest of the chapter in the next class. And along with that, in your last class I had given you some question answers. I hope you have also copied it down in your physics classwork copy and also learned them properly. Till then, stay safe at home. Thank you, class.